Anyway, like I was telling you off the live stream, if you would just get on board and get on with the Apple products, you could have AirPod Pros like I do, and then it wouldn't be an issue for you, whatever your issue was.
Yeah, I think my ears are too small. Like anytime I smile or laugh, the AirPods just pop out.
Pop out. Okay, but do they have the little squishy things put on? Can you change those out?
As it seriously falls out of my ear.
You like
No.
it just pop.
Where are they? There.
Oh, you don't have are those Apple or are those an off-brand?
No, they're Apple.
They're Apple? Okay.
Yeah. I got them.
I don't have mine near me. I have the AirPod Pros. And so I can adjust the sizes as they go in. They also have noise canceling white noise that comes on. It's just delightful. It was my ex-wife's parting gift at Christmas before she took off. She's like, here's some AirPod Pros and I'm out.
Thanks so much for our life together. Thanks for giving me these 2 kids. Here's your AirPod Pros.
It's been a mediocre 11 years. Here's some AirPod Pros. We'll see you later. This is about how that was.
You can laugh. At least you can laugh about it now.
We're laughing. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
Hey, on that note, I wanted to share with you. I went on a phone date.
So just talking on the phone?
Yeah, but and I don't know if I can pull up the picture of this or not. But it was a phone date where like I set up like a table, right? So that like it was like she was hanging out.
Were you FaceTiming or were you just talking to each other?
Yeah, FaceTiming.
Oh,
no. We were actually talking. I'm sorry, we were talking.
Okay.
We're talking.
So
but I sent her a video. I sent her a video of what the setup was. And so now I'm not fancy with the StreamYard like Madden is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where you have like the second screen thing?
Yeah.
You guys do it a couple times? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to do that.
Okay. So I'm just gonna pull it up on here. Here we go. Okay. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was really cool. So okay. So I don't drink. We know that, right?
Yes.
But she drinks ciders. And so I got a cider. And then I got So it was kind of late at night, right? So it turns out I Googled it. Cider beers go really good with apples, pears, and brie. And I couldn't find apples or pears. And I had sliced American cheese, like sliced Kraft singles in my fridge. Nobody
thought that was a Post-it.
No,
was cheese.
No, but because nobody was eating it, so it was symbolic cheese. It was symbolic cheese, right? Because nobody was eating it. And then the desserts are actually from our Passover Seder. I was given some desserts for that, and so I had some leftovers from that. And then the flowers are from my backyard.
It's very cute. I mean, bonus points for being creative. I think it shows. Right? I think it shows her that you want to, do things that she does, and you're open to it. And there's a lot of non-alcoholic ciders that are delicious. I love me some ciders.
And then yesterday, so she called me and she said, "Hey, I had really fun. I had a really good time on that phone date." Because so we're kind of doing like I think we're waiting until we're all like fully vaxxed, right?
Smart.
So then she goes, so it's like we have like another phone date, right? I'm like, totally, that'd be awesome. Okay. So yesterday's phone date was the awkward day after the 3-hour phone date. So it was the coffee date where I don't drink coffee anymore. So it's tea.
You don't drink coffee anymore?
I thought you knew that.
No.
Yeah, I cut out the coffee almost over a year ago.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
Well, the doctor told me I had to.
Oh, that whole health thing.
Yeah. So it turns out I went to a doctor for the first time in 20 years, and it turns out that as you get older, things start to break down a little bit. That puts all of my cars in the past in perspective. That's what happens. They break down. So anyway, so last night yesterday was the day after. Yesterday was the day after coffee one where we is it the awkward day after where we had a really good time talking on the phone, or where we had a really bad time, like we either clicked or we didn't, and now we're going to talk about that. Anyway, it was fun. It was cute. It was cool.
That sounds really cute. No, I appreciated creativity. I mean, you have to nowadays. Like, I can only imagine trying to date as an adult and then date during COVID. Like that is just a whole new stadium of weird things, how to do it, how not to do it. You know, do I want to be safe or do I want to get my put-ins in? Like, like what do you do?
Right. That's okay. So that's what I'm faced with, right? So I was trying to think about this like responsibly because responsibly, I think anybody could justify right now putting a face mask on and meeting somebody and going out. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say I haven't done that before because I have, but I also I feel like I'm kind of dodging bullets when I do it. Yeah, I'd rather not, you know?
Totally.
So I feel like if you meet somebody that maybe there is a connection with of any sort, like even though it's like a, just a little phone thing or whatever, like put a little something behind it, just to, like,
yeah.
It makes it a little more creative for me too, like I get to have a little fun with it too,
Oh, you've always loved that. You love not to call it theatrics, but that's the only word I can think of right now. Just, you know, a little more umph. But then that shows her that you are interested in her and that you're not just doing whatever. You know what I mean? That you're not talking to 4 different people at the same time also.
It's not at all that I just had an idea and I'm running with it and I'm just kind of barreling forward because I think it's funny in my own head. That's not it at all.
That too, but I mean, if it entertains you, but also shows her something, that works. I mean, half the stuff Jake does to me, he does it because he finds it funny. And then if I like it at the same time, it's like a bonus.
You know? And after 20 years, you guys are just kind of in that groove.
Yeah.
Hey, so spring is in full swing right now. Have you done any spring cleaning at all?
I mean, can you tell by my house? I do have a big, wait, how do I do it? There you go. I have a big baby Yoda.
Oh, go get baby Yoda.
Huh? You want me to show it? All right. Don't hate my house. It's messy, but it is what it is.
Oh my God, look at that mess. Jeez, guys, do you see that? Look at all that stuff over there. Is that going to fall? If that falls, is it going to hurt you?
No, but yeah, I have a big baby Yoda. I got him at Costco. So cool.
That is so cool.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
My cat, who's a jerk, woke me up at 4 a.m. this morning. But so I saw a mini one of that baby Yoda at Walgreens. This chick literally shoulder checked me to get it. And I was debating about getting it because I already have the big one.
Right.
But yeah, this chick shoulder checked me to get it. So people are no joke about the baby Yoda squishmallows.
I have to go pick my my kids up. So my kids are back in class now, full in class learning. So it's 4 days a week. And then the day is from home. Okay. So before the pandemic, when I would go pick them up, it was me and every other parent at 3 o'clock getting in there to get their kid. And I mean, it was like there was no rules. You're throwing elbows, you're dropping shoulders. You're looking at somebody, and you're like, hey, what's that over there? And the minute they turn, you're taking their spot.
Totally. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But now my kids are in an age where I was able to sign the permission to walk from school form yesterday. And now they can go meet me on this one street corner. And it's really cool because it's all like the teachers are watching the kids walk up to the street corner. So it's not really that unsupervised. And they get out like 10 minutes early. So
that's cool. But there's a permission slip for the kids to walk to school?
Well, no, I mean for the younger kids. So because well, and especially now with like everything that's happened at schools in the last 5 years, especially,
Yeah, I can see that.
And let's not forget my kid and his magical backpack. And
I forgot about that.
So they have reason to be concerned.
But before that little caveat, I wanted to go like old crotchety, like back in my day, we would just walk to school uphill for 15 miles in snow,
Well, so I remember when I was younger, and I knew that I know that this was second grade because I left this school after second grade. But when I was younger, growing up in Roseville, for me to get to school, I had to ride my bike down Kirby Way. And if anybody is familiar with Roseville and they know Kirby Way is not a safe road for children. It's just not. Mm-hmm. But I was smashing a Diamondback down Kirby Way when I was 7 years old.
Yeah, so, I was crossing a really busy street walking to my school. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. What?
Interesting. Sylvia.
What should somebody Google? What are vague terms that you could Google that would bring it up? Modesto, 5-year-old backpack.
There's a word I want to say, but I don't know if we should say it.
Don't say the B word.
Yeah.
5-year-old Modesto backpack.
Yeah. I mean, other radio shows were talking about your son. That's how big that story
It was on
got.
CNN when I woke up that morning.
Yeah,
we never really talked about this. We never really talked about this on the radio because I was trying to be gentle because like I like the school. Like the school and I don't have issues with the school. I love the teachers there. I just had we had an issue with how it was handled. But anyway, outside of that, when the whole thing happened, I was kind of doing a favor for a friend of mine at a TV station because she's like, hey, I need a story. This would be something I could run with. Do you think I could do it? I didn't think it was going to get this big, and neither did she. Like, we're like, yeah, go ahead. You know, like, yeah, fine.
I mean, it was a huge story, not only because it involved a child and the school, but also it was a young child, and it was a miscommunication, and it was just a whole bunch.
And it was a really good teaching moment and a really visceral time where, like, people, yeah. So, so she does this story, right? And she calls me. I remember the story ran on Tuesday at 6:40, and at 6:45 she called me and she goes, hey, our corporate wants to put this in our general feed. Do you mind? And if you go to any media outlet's website, they have a general feed where stories just cycle through, right?
Yeah, it's like the ticker.
Yeah, and I thought, cool, this will just be on the ticker and it'll be gone in a couple of hours. And so we went to bed Tuesday night at like 10 o'clock. And I woke up 4 o'clock on Wednesday morning, and the internet threw up my kid. CNN, HLNN, MSNBC, Fox News, Daily. I had like 20 messages in my inbox from like Fox News, MSNBC, the Daily Mail, the Daily Caller. I think like all these weird places wanting quotes about it, right?
I know you were loving it. Let's not pretend here. You were loving it. You're like, yes.
No, I was mad because my son went viral before I did, and I'm in radio, right?
There it is. I knew it.
I tried so hard to go viral with stupid little things, and then yes, it was printed in the UK. The Daily Mail reached out like right away. It was actually printed. This was my favorite. It was printed in a Russian publication that reprinted it in English, and so they took it from English because I found the article that they took and translated. They took an English article, translated it to Russian, and put it on their website, and then translated it from Russian back onto their English version of the website. So the English version was like this son and his fanciful rucksack.
Now, the real question is, do we have a scrapbook of all of the articles about this incident?
Oh, yes.
Yes!
Yes. And we have the internet. It doesn't go away.
I know, but I love the idea that you printed things from the internet and put it in a scrapbook of when my son went viral for something that you really don't want to go viral for, but it happened.
I actually reached out to one of the people that did an article on it, and it was a student journalist, and it was but I think it was a paid piece, but it was like in a smaller. So anyway, he put a little bit of stank on it when he was writing it. He was like, so he said that this was in his backpack, and the school asked to look at his backpack, and as one might imagine, nothing was in there. So I reached out and I said, hey, I just want to let you know, I am this boy's father, and we've seen a whole lot of articles, but yours has made us laugh more than any of the other ones. Like, thank you for that. And you know what? And just to really set the record straight, like on both sides, like administration, school, all of it was handled. In the end, it was all handled well. And I just want to make sure that that's like. And I told every publication that reached out to us too. I said, I'm happy to give you a quote as long as you make sure to insert in there that we like this school and the school likes us and we're friends. We're just working through this.
Yeah, no, you and your ex handled it perfectly. The best you could for the crappy situation everyone.
I thought so.
Yeah. You guys did a great job. You did.
And work was super supportive. Like the big boss came by and said, hey, I know that this is a really weird time. So like if you need to use this place to talk to people, that's cool. Do us a favor and don't make this like an obnoxious thing. I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, try not to. Yeah. No, Big Boss did the best way he could. I think everything was handled great. And again, I completely forgot about that whole situation.
Yeah. No, we kept the backpack too.
Do you have it framed? Is it like in one of those like memory boxes? I think you should.
I should put it in shadow box, right? Get a shadow box. Yeah.
Yes. and do a little plaque. Be like, this is what happened on this date. So it's like go like into a museum or something.
When we had a podcast, when my ex and my friend and I had a podcast together, it was our most listened to episode. I think it ended up getting something like 8,000 downloads.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Good times. All the before times.
My son got to go viral, and I'm super jealous of my 9-year-old.
You'll figure out a way. I mean, you've gotten celebs to tweet you back. I know that for the longest time was your goal. So, maybe don't go down the route your 5-year-old did with a certain 4-letter word in public places. Maybe try something different to go viral. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Because if you use that 4-letter word in some place, you would go to jail.
Oh, without a doubt. Sylvia, no, he didn't know anything actually happened. He was completely unaware of all of it until about I want to say a couple months ago when he learned how to Google himself.
Oh my God, that's okay. It's bad. That's pretty cool that he's so young and you can Google your name and you'll pop up. Because like my name, there are so many. Well, I mean, with my new married name, there's a huge actress with the same last name. But with my maiden name, there were so many different ones of me.
Oh yeah. I waited forever to get IanRiley.com, and the longest time it was owned by this Scottish guy that was literally using it for what everyone wanted to use websites for when they were first coming out, which was like pictures of family, right?
Oh yeah.
So this Scottish old dude had IanRiley.com for years and years and years, and I thought that's it. I'm never going to get it. And then apparently he let it go, and now this really good photographer named Ian Riley has it. And if he ever loses it, it's going to cost a lot of money to get it because he's done so much business that when the places that sell websites, they're going to want premium dollar for IanRiley.com, and I get it, right?
Obvi.
I mean, you see, you hear, it's all right here.
There are no words. But
I don't have that kind of dollar to buy that website. I got to become a photographer now, right? Hold on. I don't have, my kids are at school. I can't have them bring me quarters so I can make it hail. It's a down economy. I have to go coin, no paper.
There's a coin shortage though, Ian. You have to be smart about it.
Yeah, I know, because I got them all, making it hail all up here. That's how I got IanRiley.net or IanRiley.org.
Yeah, because you can't get Gov.
I got my website at IanRiley.ca. I wonder if IanRiley.uk or IanRiley.auz is available. I should just start buying up different countries' website names for my name.
That should be your goal of 2021.
Yeah, I mean, we could come up with a better goal, but I guess we'll stick with that. That's.
Hey, I mean, who knew that 2020 was going to be such a crap show that it was? So, aim low.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's been over a year. It's been a year and a week now. Okay, this is the fun. We'll get going here. But the fun part about divorce is that memories pop up in Facebook now, and so we did a 1-week check-in on the pandemic together a year ago today, and that popped up in my memories, and that doesn't emotionally mess with you at all.
Let's talk more about that tomorrow.
What?
Let's talk more about that tomorrow.
Hey, but you know what? Before we go, real quick, 1 year into the pandemic, how'd you guys do? I mean, I know that we got a light at the end of the tunnel. What's our vaccination rate right now? Because I think our vaccination rate's pretty good.
What did I see last? It was like 33% of adults are vaccinated. I know my in-laws are almost done. My dad's done. My mom will be done soon. She's like 62. The only time I wish my mom was older was to get the vaccine. And I'm hoping for Jake and I'm going to say maybe end of June. I'm going to think.
Have you called your doctor at all?
I'm on myturn.gov.ca on that list. I've been in contact with my doctor. There's another website. I don't know what it's called, but my cousin told Jake about it, is that you sign up, and if there are extra vaccines, say at like a CVS or a Walgreens or wherever, and there's no one there, they'll text you. You have a window to text back saying, yes, I want it. And then you have a 2-hour window to go get it.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's.
So it's like the Hamilton ticket lottery.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want that to come back too.
When are you getting your second shot?
My second shot comes on April 14th. Well, okay, so here's what I was going to say about that, and then we'll cut out. Is I know that Newsom is ordering now 50, making the vaccine available to anybody 50 or older. I also know that I have talked to several healthcare workers who work at private practices and large corporation practices, large hospitals where they're like chain hospitals in your area and mine. I'm not going to say names. That they're not checking and they're not asking because they're trying to get as many people vaccinated as possible. And if you just show up, you're going to get the vaccination because otherwise they're going to waste them. And so
exactly, that's why like a friend of mine who works at a nursing area in Washington, she was saying that at a certain point during the day, they just ask people, do you want it? Do you want it?
Right. So I was going to suggest for you or Jake, it might not be a bad idea to just roll down there around 3 and say, hey, I want one, because I'll bet they'll give you one. My doctor, I just called him up and said, hey, am I good? Can I come get one? And I don't know if you saw when I got my first vaccine, and that was on March 14th. When I got my first one, I said I'm getting a vaccination. I got a visceral reaction from a few people of like, how did you get this? I didn't do anything sneaky. I called Golden Valley and said, am I good for vaccination? They're like, yeah, come on in.
I'm not going to lie, I was totally jealous. I have vaccine jealousy, like no joke, about people who are getting vaccinated. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not a bad idea just to see if people are available. Yeah.
The worst your doctor could say is no.
Facts.
All right, guys, we're gonna hop back over to the radio side of things. What are we on? Today's Monday or Tuesday? Today's Tuesday, yeah?
Tuesday.
All right, today's Taco Tuesday, so make sure you check those taco trucks or your taqueria around town. My favorite spot, Taqueria Modesto, right up here, does dollar tacos, but there are taco trucks all over Modesto. Get your Taco Tuesday on. Have a wonderful one. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.